Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for organic Bible study, and it's always fresh, and it's always delicious, and it's always sea salty because we're sailing the 5 seas of the Psalms, and we're doing it on our little schooner called Daily Dose Radio. And today we're looking at Psalm 113, and we're going to look at, verses 3 and 4 today. Verses 3 and 4 contain a little bit of nature here. We have a little of the world's nature being described. Let me read verse 3. From the rising of the sun and the going down of the same, the Lord's name is to be praised. The Lord is high above all nations, and his glory above the heavens. Notice verse 3 fits in nicely with what we described in 1 and 2, that his name, his personage is great. His name is praiseworthy, blessed, and eternal. His person is great because, verse 3 tells us, from the rising of the sun to the going down of the same. Now, let's just say we're out in the middle of the ocean on our schooner called Daily Dose Radio, and you look out in the morning, and the sun rises up in the east, and you look towards the east, and you see the sun come burning up over the horizon of the sea, and it makes its way across the sky, and then sets down in the west and burns out in the western sea. What does that cover? What under heaven does that cover? Well, that covers everything, doesn't it? All the realm of men, every nation, every person, everything that draws breath is under that sun. And so, from the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, that is, everything that's under that sun, from its beginning in the day to the end of the day, each day, there is a reason for every single person to do what? Praise the name of the Lord. So, this is a call to us to come and pray, to praise him, and to worship his holy name, because it's worthy to be worshipped. So that's how great this God is, that every single thing that draws breath is called upon to worship him and to extol the greatness of his name. So his name is praiseworthy, blessed, eternal, and it's right for every single thing in this world, in this life, every day to praise him. So we have the span of a day being recorded for us here. And then verse 4, the Lord is high above all nations, and his glory above the heavens. So again, the greatness of God is being extolled. It's proper for everything that has breath to praise him every day. And not only that, but his person is so great that he's over every nation. He's high above it. Well, of course he is. I mean, he made heaven and earth. So if he made all that, then he's way above all the created order. So if he's above all the created order, then he's above the nations that men have created. And so the establishment of nations is nothing to him. And he says here, he's high above all nations, and his glory above the heavens. That is his sovereign glory. The nations represent the sovereignty of men, but the heavens and all the earth represents the sovereignty of God. And he's above the sovereignty of men because the sovereignty of God is greater. So his glory is above even the heavens. Cannot be compared to the glory of nations. Now, the glory of kings is great. The glory of kings down through the centuries, ancient kings and present kings, has always and will always be great, but it will never be anything compared to the glory of the Lord. So let's just review. In these first 4 verses, we've seen his name, it's praiseworthy, blessed, eternal, and it is worthy to be praised by everything that has breath, and he is above all sovereignty. He is great in the heavens. His glory is above the heavens. So he's even greater than the heavens themselves. So tomorrow we're going to look at verse 5 and 6, and verse 5 represents sort of a stopping place in the psalm, and we'll talk about that then. So I hope you'll join me on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.